All right, we are ready for our next session. And for this one, I'd like to bring on Francis to tell you about how we can actually bring in a lot more of the traditional finance world into the world of Web3. So please give Francis a big round of applause.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, many thanks for the invite. And today I'm going to talk about the topic. Yeah, maybe against the builders here, because I'm going to talk about I think it's the key point of HashKey Chain is about compliance. Yeah, I think lots of people don't like these words because we come to this decentralized world. What we want to do is against a compliance in some way. So as one says, in the past, where the people of our industry was, we are all live on the same Noah's Ark, and we don't have many people on this ship, and we can find treasure everywhere because there are not many people join the ship, and the sea has lots of treasure. But currently, the things change because the environment, not just the economic environments and some other just strategy will influence our just like the price of treasure. So we need to fight together. We need to collect. It's really important for us. We need to collect our strength to face the storm. So just like Captain America said, we need to do it together. So we cannot just go with the waves took us to. So we need to become to the helmsman of this ship. We need to control the direction. So that's the problem, because in the past, to be honest, I'm still a believer of decentralized, and I'm also the believer of the crypto. But currently the things changed. So we need to go back to saying the passion that led us to this industry. The first is the crypto spirit. And next is we believe that your keys, your assets. And the more important is we want to create the more efficient financial infrastructure and permissionless innovation for products. And the most important that led me to join this industry is because I want to help more people to create the quant to go without any permission and verification, because like the builders in this industry, they will travel around, but sometimes you need to create a quant of some country. You need a lot of the verification, just like a bank statement, your ID verification, your passport. You need a lot of the process you need to do. So what we want to do is we want to reduce the time cost of the creating a quant. And the last one is we want to create an efficient financial system to benefit every corner of the world. You know, during this time, it still exists lots of people, they use Atom to trade atoms because they don't have a stable fiat currency and they don't have a bank account. So that we go back, look at that, that is the passion that led us to the industry. But during this period, we do change because we focus on this. Anyone know the meaning of the pictures? Yeah, meme. Yeah, we create a lot of memes. It's because it's really against what we're trying to do. I think it's weird. And I think our industry, something in our industry is out of control. So, okay, let's go. But I do think Memecoin got its value because it is good thing to be a carrier of the community with the people who have the same, so how do I say that? The culture consensus. But I do hold the right of the Ghibli, which is famous recently. So I think that Memecoin is good, but the last span of Memecoin is become horrible because in the past, the Memecoin, just like PP, maybe they got the same consensus for maybe 1 year or 2 years. Currently, it's just shorted to maybe a month, a week, and maybe just currently I think 8 hours is the longest Memecoin lifespan. And some of our users just come to me to ask me that I think it is dangerous in your industry because you can be a hero. It can be a zero to hero in maybe 2 weeks, but you can be a hero to a zero just 2 minutes because maybe someone drug, maybe some horrible things exist. So we need to, oh, sorry, just a keep secret. Yeah, so, but still some users, they are trying to follow our upgrades, but they don't join the industry. I recently talked about this upgrades of the Ethereum and Perpetual upgrades. Let's talk about the EIP 7702. It is important. Is there anyone lost their money because they forgot the private key or just forgot the 16 vocabularies before? Yeah, I can say. So that is the huge problem. I think that a lot of users don't want to join this industry because they don't want to remember. And it is really hard to remember the 16 ordered randomly vocabulary. So the thing that is the most important upgrades of the EIP is a lot more people could want to join this industry, and they don't worry about they will lose their money because they can use their social media to recover their accounts. A second one is, I'm from HashKey Chain, and our gas token is HashKey. Maybe sometimes you want to do the transaction on HashKey Chain, but you don't have HashKey as gas token. So you need to go to the SEX to buy the gas token, and you need to send it to your accounts again. But you face the problem when you finish your transaction, you find the gas token is increased. You need to do this again, and again. But during this upgrade, they don't need to worry about that because they can use some other coins you have, maybe USDT, maybe USDC, maybe Ethereum to pay your gas token. So that is I think that is satisfied. What we want to do is we want to create more efficient financial infrastructure. And the other things, I think you need to help us to protect our assets security. So what we want to do is what HashKey do and Ethereum do is trying to build trust with users and rebuild trust with the users who has lived this industry. We will tell them we are still trying to create the stable and more efficient financial infrastructure, not just the meme coins. And we just want to find the easiest way. We found a more efficient way to build trust with users is about cooperate with the compliance institution. Because in the past, how do we introduce our sites security for the users who haven't joined this industry? We will tell them a lot of the technology and technology concepts, just like what is POS, what is POW, and what is not safe. But after the bad events, maybe it is not security. Yeah. And what is a account abstraction? What is in the future we will support SECP 256R1? It is hard to understand for the people who didn't join this industry, who didn't learn about computer science, learn about math. But if you save your money in the bank, how do you trust the bank? You just need to trust the compliance institution. Yes, it's safe. They will protect your it will protect your money, and when someone hack this system, someone will pay you loss. So you don't need to worry about the bank. You just need to worry about your information is correct. Maybe just more than I think at most 3 hours you can finish the form with your information, and you can recover it by maybe your phone number, your passport, your ID. But the people in the Web3, how do they understand the assets is safe? They need to understand lots of the definitions. Yeah, just like what is ZK, what is MEV, what is account abstraction, lots of the technology concepts. I don't think if you want to know your assets in your wallet is safe, your transaction is safe, it will take more than 3 months to understand all these technologies. So that will let the user to confuse about where is my money and how to understand this. So we do want to reduce the learning curve of user to join this. So this picture to show that we were always against what we want to do and what the beginning of spirit of the blockchain. So that is what we want to do is, I think Ethereum has good way to reduce the learning curve of wallets currently. And what we need to do is HashKey Chain is trying to use compliance as a service. Yeah, people just need to trust the compliance institution is safe. Someone is still keeping your assets safe, and they will. And the next part is the on-chain insurance. Why we involve insurance join on-chain? Because at the second step is someone is protect your money, and the next step you will know if there's something bad happens, who will pay your loss. That's most important. And after that, you will go the liquidity and global market improve. So what is the liquidity important? Because if people trust this chain or trust this industry, they will put money in. If you got more liquidity and more money in this market, for example, if you're doing the DeFi action, if you got more money in this DAX, you will get the lower slippage, and they can use the liquidity to do more useful things. Just if we got more liquidity, we can do a perp DAX, we can do a lot of things. If people trust you, they will put money in, and we can do a lot of the DApps to do more innovation. And after the cooperate with the compliance, just like HashKey has already cooperated with compliance, the builders of the blockchain don't need to care about how to tell the users your assets safe. We just need to focus on what we are best at. We are best at how to improve the performance of the project, maybe to the UI UX, maybe the speed, maybe the transaction speed, maybe the security. But we don't need to explain it to the users. Compliance institution will do that. Another thing is we just need to focus on the innovation. In the past, not just the past, I think currently people are afraid of the innovation of EVM because once the innovation exists, people will say, when I put money in this innovation product, they will rock. So after that, after we cooperate with the compliance institution, your innovation projects will be trusted by the users because someone helped you to do this. Okay, as the last, I think to cooperate with the compliance is not just it's not about the arrival. I think it's about connection. We're connecting with the real users. We're connecting with the market to let more people to trust us to join us. Yeah, that's all. Thanks.